Hello, everyone. Welcome to another week and another chapter on the Ecolinguist show. Welcome, everyone. Oi, oi. Hello. Oh, it's good to have you here on my second round of this amazing show that we have. Um, mhm. Okay, people are coming in. That's good. That's good. Hello. Welcome, everyone. Yeah. So today, we're gonna take things a little bit slow paced because last time I was, nervous, was a new thing for me. So I was a little bit in a kind of a rush, of adrenaline and stuff. So I, forgot a lot of things about like basic stuff that you should, probably do while presenting a live for the first time. So we're going to address to that thing today. Hopefully, today my camera is not choppy like last time. Last time I realized that it was a little bit choppy. So let me know if it's choppy in some way. Checking on the comments of the live. So good, good. Someone said it's fantastic. Thank you. Okay. Okay, perfect. So, allow me to introduce myself properly since I didn't do it last time. My name is Lucas. Okay, I'm from Brazil. Therefore, I speak, Brazilian Portuguese, the best Portuguese, also known as, I'm kidding. I love our friends from, Europe and also a few countries that speak Portuguese from Africa. It's just a little bit of a beef, linguistic beef kind of thing. But yeah, I do speak English, as you can tell, and Brazilian Portuguese. I also speak Spanish. I don't know how to write properly in Spanish, though. I just know how to speak it because I was never alphabetized. Like, I never actually properly learned how to write down stuff in Spanish. I have an idea, of course, but, anyways. I also have some, little basic knowledge on Italian, French, but I don't speak those languages. And yeah, yeah, the best Portuguese, you know it. So that's that. Okay, I'm also an enthusiastic of languages in general. To me, language it's like a fence, like a fence, a barrier kind of thing, a fence that you put on your garden. So you know, and when you learn a new language, it's like removing these fences from the world, and the world becomes a bigger and better place because you're in touch with different stuff, with different cultures, that kind of stuff. So that's how I perceive language learning. So that's why I'm so passionate about it. Okay. Oh yeah, absolutely. Languages connect people, absolutely. Yes. Typical Brazilian things to say. Yeah, we gotta, you gotta, you know, you gotta defend our side a little bit, just a little bit. Okay. So, presentations made. This is who I am. I'm currently living in Brazil. By the way, if you're wondering, like maybe he's not living in Brazil, no, I am. I live in Brazil. Okay, more specifically in the state of São Paulo. Uh, Now I would like to mm, show you guys something very nice and interesting that should be on your, you know, how to knowledge kind of thing, which is, let me just this because we don't need this. Okay, perfect. So here on the screen, as you can see, is the ecolinguist.com, which is the Ecolinguist official website. You can see Norbert there, and welcome to Ecolinguist, stuff like that. It's a website where you can go and you can submit challenges as well as other things that I'm going to talk about really soon. But the most important thing to know here is that on ecolinguist.com, you can come here, right here. See? Ecolinguist Live. Did you guys see that? And in here, down here, submit your challenge. You see? You can submit challenges, written challenges, the same way like when we present the clues to the guests and to the viewers to see if you can, guess the word. It's the same format. You're gonna submit your challenge in whatever language you feel like it. Like the optimum thing to do here is to use your mother tongue. We're very interested in native speakers because when you're native, you know the perks of the language. So, so yeah, here's where you can submit your challenge, and it's a way for your challenge to appear here on the show, as well as being used in other videos of Ecolinguist channel. Uh, I don't know if you guys seen that, but if you didn't, I recommend you to do it. There is an outdoor challenge that I made, like with Norbert. We planned the whole thing together, and I went outside on a Brazilian park, and I interviewed people, asked about which language did they speak, and made a real life challenge with them. And the only way it was only possible to make such videos because you guys presented challenges for us through this platform, and we were able to go outside and talk to people and show them how amazing our community is. So this is a good way for you to participate of our community and of Ecolinguist show as well. And here you can also, you can also learn Polish with Norbert if you're interested. Check that out. And of course, you can always support the show. There are details here that you can check later, but there are our Patreon and our channel member subscription where you have access. You have early access to certain videos, and you have exclusive content as well as a member of the channel. Okay, everything is right down here, so you can go and check it out. Another important thing about this form that I would like to show you is when you click here, there is a step-by-step guideline. Everything you need to know is right here. Okay, so there are a few guidelines about what to do, what not to do, what are the good practices. Sorry, what are the good practices on crafting a challenge. Okay, so you can go and check it out. Like here we have some few examples on like what kind of challenge is a good challenge. Usually we try to keep up to maximum 5 tips, 5 clues before the answer of the challenge. And here there is a preparation for you to do it. But the most important thing here, down here, there is a Google form that you can, fill it in with the informations that are asked there. But the most important thing is that you need to record your voice here, which is nice because you can actually, show us how your language sound and how, a native speaker would actually speak. And also, you can upload it here or you can record it right away on the website. But the most important thing is when you fill this in and click next, you're gonna need to type down the actual challenge. When you do that, save that text on a notepad or your computer, on your cell phone, whatever. Save that text because you're gonna need to read it afterwards. Everything is explained down here. I'm just going into this very specific detail because sometimes people forget to, save the text, and they end up going to the next page without the text, and so the text doesn't match the voice over. Did you get it? So yeah. Okay, so these are the things I wanted to say right now. Also, here is a good way of crafting a challenge. Everything is in English so everyone can understand. Uh, so basically, you have 5 clues and 1 answer. Make sure the clues are pointing to the thing itself. Make sure that the clues are not too broad, so people might think, oh, maybe it's a bus or maybe it's a train. For example, if you check these clues over here, it could be a train or it could be a subway. So this is an example of how broad things can be and how you need to narrow it down. One way of doing this in here would be to say that it has wheels, for example. It has wheels somewhere here, like you could put here, like, and it has wheels. Or that it operates on the pavement level, on the traffic level. Those are ways of narrowing it down to make sure that the clues are clear enough, because sometimes people might understand the clues but they don't get what that could be, what where the clues are leading them to. Okay. Also avoid putting brands in the clues, and brands or character names, like a specific character from a movie or something like that. Because always remember, this is a linguistic challenge, not a brand knowing challenge. So you gotta be focusing on language. People must be able to understand the clues through language alone and language cues, not brand, you know? So yeah, so that's basically it. Okay? Also, uh, if you're feeling like it, you can always call us and participate live here today uh, with the on today here live on Ecolinguist show. You can call us. The link is going to be on the description. Okay, so you can click there, call us, and be on the show. Okay, perfect. Okay, okay. So I have few people calling already. I'm gonna see what we can do here today, because I see a different person, like a person that it's not, that at least I don't know this person. Okay. And mhm. So let's see what we can do here today together. By the way, if you're tuning in right now, you lost what we're doing here. We are the Ecolinguist channel. We do linguistic challenges. to test each other, test how much of a language can you understand when this language is from the same family with the same root as your mother tongue. So that's what, like, in a very you know rough way, what we do here. uh, so I have one person here that I would like to welcome. uh, Let me know if I'm saying your name wrong, but it's written here Ildar. Ildar. Good. Okay, thank you. So I would like to welcome you to the show. You're gonna go live in a bit. Okay, so be ready. But uh, Ildar apparently speak Russian and also Polish. So I think we have something interesting that we could do here. Let me assign you. And okay. Oh, sorry. Hold up. Oh, no, 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 no. Sorry. I made a little bit of a mistake here. And guess one. Okay, perfect. And then here it should be what? Okay, Idar, I'm sorry. I'm having a little bit of a issue here, technical issue. It's on my side. Don't worry. You're okay. I just need to figure it out. Why is it bringing Magnus instead of you? Anyways, guys, let me know on the comments while we're doing with this. Hope the boss is an Ecolinguist fan. Let me know here in the comments, what are you guys studying currently on language? Like when we're speaking about language learning, what are you guys doing? What are you guys studying? Which languages are you guys studying would be the better answer to ask. And also, what kind of approach do you guys take on language learning? Because I realized, like, Norbert presented me a different aspect of language learning that I find it very interesting. So let me know here in the comments. Idar, I'm going to hang you up because I'm having an issue here. But can you call me right back so we can put you in the show, please? So I hung Idar up, and while we're waiting for him to call back. Okay, Idar.
Hello,
Hello, we are live. Thank you for the patience. I had like a technical issue,
that's
but
okay.
but we are okay now. Let me just adjust you a little bit. Make sure you're centered here. Okay, perfect. So, Idar, tell me a little bit about yourself. Where are you from? What languages do you speak? Tell me.
hmm yeah, I'm from Moscow. Uh,
Hmm.
uh, yeah, my mother tongue is Russian. I also speak English, Ukrainian, and Polish. I also have some understanding of Serbo-Croatian and Slovak and other Slavic languages.
Hmm. Hmm.
I have some understanding of German and some other Germanic languages and Romance languages.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah,
Oh, you also know a
something like
little bit
that.
of Romance language.
Yeah, a bit of Romance languages. Yeah, because I traveled a lot, and yeah,
Hmm.
they are core of a lot of uh, the roots of Romance languages exist in every language. So
I understand your point. Yeah. Okay. So let me let me get you a good challenge then. So what is your relationship with Bulgarian, for example?
mm,
Do,
I think it is one of the hardest languages among Slavic for me. I also had here a challenge in Bulgarian.
oh, you had
Uh,
it already.
yeah, uh,
Yeah. Yeah. How was it?
uh, it was easy.
Really?
Usually, not as easy as usually Bulgarian is for me because it's um, I think uh, Bulgarian and Macedonian are kind of an exception in among Slavic languages because they don't have cases and they have articles.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. So what do you think? A Bulgarian challenge to start to heat
Yeah,
up the
let's try that.
engines. Okay, perfect, good. Let me just get a good Bulgarian one. I'm sorry, did you mention you also speak Belarusian? Is that it?
Uh, uh, I'm I don't speak it, but uh, yeah, I have. I think 90% of understanding Belarusian because I speak Polish, Ukrainian, and Russian, which are all the keys to understand Belarusian.
Uh huh. Okay. So no, so let's start with the Bulgarian.
Okay,
I reckon you you read Cyrillic, right?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
perfect. So let's see how you do it because I had guys, I had a challenge with Norbert. In the past in private we were organizing the live and
Mhm,
everything, and I had a challenge with Norbert, and it was in Bulgarian, but he can't exactly read Cyrillic. Like he has a little bit of a hard time. So it was
mhm.
interesting, but I would like to see how a person that actually can read Cyrillic deals with it. But firstly, I'm gonna present you the audio, the challenge in audio, so you can, you know, tell me what you understand just by the audio, and then we
Mhm,
move forward from there, okay?
mhm.
Perfect. Let's do this. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here it goes. Tell me. Oh, by the way, let me know if the audio level is okay for you. If you can actually clearly listen to it. Okay.
Okay.
Какво е това? Това е животно, което обитава водните среди. Има люспесто тяло, диша чрез хрилете си. Това животно може да бъде речно или морско. I'll do that sentence again. Това животно може да бъде речно или морско. Това е животно, което много хора ядат. И има различни видове от това животно, като например щука, шеран, пастърва, сьомга и други.
Any clues? Anything gave it something away? What did you get from it?
Uh, it's about some animal from the sea. It seems, and some kinds of fish were listed in the end.
So you're reckoning like animal from the sea, and towards the end,
Yeah,
you said said something
yeah,
related to fish.
yeah, and it's also said. She also said that it can be wild and can be domestic.
Ah, uh-huh. Okay, that's interesting. Do you want to check the text to see if you're, close or far away?
Mm, uh,
Or do you want to listen once again? Maybe.
uh, um, I think mm, text would not help me anything because I would just get the same. Let's try to listen to once more, please.
Okay, sure. No problem.
Какво е това? Това е животно, което обитава водните среди. Има люспесто тяло, диша чрез хрилете си. Това животно може да бъде речно или морско. I'll do that sentence again. Това животно може да бъде речно или морско. Това е животно, което много хора ядат. И има различни видове от това животно, като например щука, шеран, пастърва, сьомга и други.
Ah,
Mm.
it was not about wild and domestic. It was about a river and the sea.
Ah. So tell me, what did make like river and sea versus wild and domestic? How did
Uh,
that?
uh, I I I mixed up the rечно and ручный. It sounds like it was so. Reka is a river and ruka is a hand.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. So you would use the word for hand to like to relate that to domestic animals, is that it?
Yeah. Ручной means it's can be operated by hand or it can be or it is domestic.
Ah, I see. Like a pet, like something you can actually
Yeah.
pet with your
Yeah.
hand.
Yeah.
Ah, I see. Oh, that's very interesting. That's very interesting. How did that throw you a little bit off, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so just for the sake of, for you, maybe it helps you, maybe it doesn't
Yeah.
help you,
Okay.
maybe it makes it worse. I'm gonna show you the text right now.
Yeah. I also forgot to mention that. Yeah. Uh, it breathes through. I at first thought that it was from the it breathes from the back. Thought there was word hrebet. It was
Mm-hmm.
hrilet, which seems to be something like I forgot the proper English word for that. In Russian, it's żabry. It's like
Jabra.
a breathing. It's
Maybe
a
the
breathing.
gelfish, maybe? Not gelfish, like
It's
the
it's a breathing organ of fish. I
The
think
ones that they have
probably.
on the sides.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I believe it's
Uh,
gellfish, right? Hold up, let me quickly. Oh, gills. Sorry, guys. Gellfish is a type of
gills.
fish. It's gills.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
it's yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so gills. So you got that it breathes through gills. Is that it?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's generally about the fish. Yeah.
So
Okay.
from what you heard and from what you're seeing there in the screen, you're getting not a specific type of fish, but just general context.
Uh,
Is that it?
so the last sentence tells us that there are different kinds of that animal. That is, for example, I don't remember English words for that fishes at all.
Ah, so
Yeah,
it's listing. Making a list of different types of fish. Is that it?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna show you the answer to that, like the audio to the answer, and then you let me know if
Hmm.
it sounds familiar or not.
Това е риба.
Yeah, that is fish.
Fish. Okay. So congratulations, you got it right.
Yeah.
Congratulations, that is actually fish. So let's take a look to the actual translation to that. So everyone in the chat, especially us humble humans that don't speak Slavic, any Slavic language, can actually take a look on that. By the way, the text, guys, is gonna be Romanized. Okay, so
Mhm.
it's going to be on Roman characters. Let me just check that.
Uh, can you read Greek characters?
I personally cannot. A few of them I can, but not all of them
Yeah.
because
It
we
just
use them sometimes.
yeah, it really helps understanding Cyrillic.
Uh-huh. Good to know. Good to know. Let me adjust that, guys, because this shouldn't be like this. Perhaps if I take this out and put this to the side. Yeah. Okay, let me think of a different way of presenting this to you. Mhm. But what is the word for fish in Russian, which is your mother tongue? Is it the
Uh,
same that
uh,
you heard?
yeah, it's the same in all Slavic languages. I think it's like in Polish, Ukrainian, Belarusian, in Russian, it is ryba. In other, I think it is riba.
Ah, I see. So it's very close. It's very, you know, very similar to each other. So it's kind of easy to, with the word alone, you can actually get it, kind of.
Yeah.
Okay. So, okay, perfect. I think I've made it. I've made it possible for us to actually read that at the same time. Okay. So, what we have here. What is this? This is an animal that inhabits aquatic environments. It has a scaly body. It has scales, right? Did you get that word?
Mm,
Liushpisto. Is that right?
Luz pesto. Yeah. It's. I think it's one of the few words that I didn't get.
Uh huh. Uh huh. What is the word for scale in Russian?
Uh, scale. I just I think I mixed up with something else. So,
No worries.
okay, I forgot what does it mean in English. Wait a second.
It's like, oh, scales is the skin of the fish. You know the.
Skin. Okay. It's чешуя.
Ooh, it's very
It's
different.
yeah. It's something like this.
Okay. Let me put it out there so the chat can see as well. Um,
I did not know this word for this word for English. It confused me a little bit because scale a little usually means something else in English.
yeah, like the scales, right? Like to
Yeah,
to measure the weight of stuff. Yeah.
yeah,
So this is the word scales in Russian, right?
yeah.
Can you say it once again?
Чешуя.
Cheshuya. Wow, it's quite different, really. Okay, so it breathes through gills. These animals can be freshwater or marine, not
Mm-hmm.
wild and home, uh, like a pet kind of animal. This animal
Yeah,
that many people eat. Various types of animals such as pike, carp, trout, salmon, and others. This is a fish. Very well. Congratulations. There was a good challenge. What do you think?
yeah,
I mean, it was
yeah.
easy apparently.
It was not as easy as I thought it would be.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Look at that. You see, Bulgarian always has like a surprise for people. Everyone gets surprised with Bulgarian, even Norbert.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, perfect. Let me just take this. Okay, perfect. So, Ildar, thank you very much for participating. I'm gonna bring you to the green room once again, okay?
Okay,
Because Magnus is here, maybe we can do a challenge together. But maybe let's see what happens. Okay?
okay.
You would like if you're okay with it, like if you're okay down. Perfect. Okay. So let me come back here. Okay, everyone. Uh, Thank you for the challenge, Ildar. It was amazing. I hope you guys like that. Let's see what you guys happening here on the comments on the chat. Fish in German, scales, escamas in Spanish is the same in Portuguese, escamas. Uh-huh. Fisk panorsk. Fisk. Interesting. Huh. I can pesce in Italiano. Well, everyone got it then. Like, was it easy, guys, for you? Like, I don't speak any Slavic language. For me, was you know. Uh-huh. Yeah, someone said it. What I was exactly thinking. Fisk used to be an English school in Brazil. Yeah. Chartophylacium said it for me was quite hard. I only got some words. Yeah, Bulgarian. I think like Idar said himself, it can be quite hard. Like perhaps it's one of the hardest Slavic languages that we have. Like to understand, to be able to understand that. Okay. Okay. So let's move on. Uh, By the way, if you're tuning in just now, you just, fell down here. What is going on? These people speaking Bulgarian, Russian, English, whatever. What is going on? We are the Ecolinguist channel, and we present language challenges to people to test the intelligibility, the mutual sorry, I never get this word right. Mutual intelligibility, the mutual intelligibility between languages from the same language family. So that's what we do here. This is our, humble and happy community. Welcome. And by the way, if you're willing to, participate on today's show, you can, just like Hidar did on a challenge. There's a link down on the description. You can come and join us. Okay? Okay. Okay. So uh-huh. Okay, so I have a few people calling right now. I might take this to a little bit closer to home, you know. Okay, okay, perfect. There are a few people calling, so let's see who we can pair with whom, because there are so many options, guys, so many languages that we can. Huh. Perhaps we could try a Germanic language now, because we've done one Slavic, so perhaps a Germanic kind of thing. Let's see what we got here. Dutch. Let's try some Dutch, shall we? Okay, so guys, I'm ready to bring a new guest to the show. We might try a little bit of a different family language, take advantage of our guests and to make the show more appealing and more interesting. So Magnus, I'll bring you in just a second. Okay. Okay, perfect. Let me adjust your camera. And Magnus, ready or not? No, I'm kidding. I hope you're ready. Welcome to the show, Magnus.
Hey, Lucas.
How are you, my friend?
I am good. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great. I
And
mean,
my microphone is coming through
oh
clearly?
yeah, yeah, it's perfect. It's perfect.
Nice.
Good. So Magnus, tell me a little bit about yourself. Who are you? Where are you from? What languages do you speak?
Well, I'm from Denmark. I speak Danish, of course, and English, of course, and then I'm studying French at the moment. And in
Hmm.
school I had German and sorry, I'm studying Spanish at the moment. And in school I had French and German, and it's very rusty. So I
Is it?
also am practicing just speaking Swedish through it's kind of a sister language to Danish.
Uh huh.
So
Okay.
yeah,
Okay, that's
and
interesting. And
yeah,
let me ask you. So is it common? Like you said, you study in school French and
and German.
in German. Is it common in Denmark to study these specific languages in school, or
Yeah,
it was
I mean,
just
when I was a kid, that was
ah?
the common languages to choose. Though you could have chosen other languages, especially in high school.
Uh huh.
You can choose, and especially today, I think you have a lot more options than you did when I was in high school. So, but
Hmm.
those were like it's like in almost neighboring countries. German is at least, and French is European. So
Frank
when I was
language,
a kid, I
Frank.
thought that would be very very important to learn those languages.
Hey, come on! Don't. How do you call it? Don't echar de menos. How do you say that, guys? Help me out. My English is a bit rusty. Don't like take the languages that you know like it was something like it's important. It is important to some
Yes,
degree.
yes, it there certainly
Yeah.
is. Yes.
Okay, great. So Magnus, you don't speak Dutch, right?
No, no, I speak no Dutch, but I've been on the channel before with
Uh huh.
Norbert, and I have done some Dutch challenges, and it may be that my ear is beginning to kind of catch a little bit more
Catch.
of Dutch than
Uh huh.
I would have if I hadn't gotten some experience with it. But I would love to do a Dutch challenge. I certainly
Okay.
can't.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do that then. Let's do that. I'm getting one ready for you. Like it might be interesting because it's not. Well, I'm not gonna say it, not to ruin it. But this is interesting. I think. Um. So you ready?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Let's go for the challenge.
Wat is dit? Deze voorwerpen zijn brandbaar. Ze kunnen ontploffen en licht geven. Het kan verschillende vormen hebben, zoals sterren, bollen en fonteinen. Het kan verschillende kleuren hebben, zoals rood, groen, geel en blauw. Wordt vaak gebruikt tijdens oudejaarsavond, festivals en andere speciale gelegenheden. Kan gevaarlijk zijn als het niet op de juiste manier wordt gebruikt.
So,
All right.
any clues? Any?
I think I heard her say that it's something that can fly, and
Uh
then it's
huh.
something that you can inflate. It has many different colors, and it's something that you can get at a festival. And what else? I I can't remember if I got other things, but
Do you wanna take another round, listening to it?
yes,
Okay.
yes,
Let's do this.
Wat is dit? Deze voorwerpen zijn brandbaar. Ze kunnen ontploffen en licht geven. Het kan verschillende vormen hebben, zoals sterren, bollen en fonteinen. Het kan verschillende
Fontaine.
kleuren hebben, zoals rood, groen, geel en blauw. Wordt vaak gebruikt tijdens oudejaarsavond, festivals en andere speciale gelegenheden. Kan gevaarlijk zijn als het niet op de juiste manier wordt gebruikt.
Any
Okay,
new?
so she said something about shapes, and that it could
Huh.
have different shapes. And then she said it could also be like a fountain, a fontaine in
Uh
Danish,
huh. Huh.
which
Interesting.
doesn't really match with my first impression because I was going to guess it was like a balloon,
Okay.
but that doesn't really match then. But the thing about the festival, so I'm beginning to think maybe it's fireworks or something like that, but I'm
Hmm.
not sure.
Okay. So you were going towards like balloon kind of thing. I also, to be honest, I was also able to understand a few words,
Mhm.
like the colors that it was listing a few colors, right? And also that something about festivals. Those are the only
Yes.
words I could understand, honestly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But what put you, like you said that it's something that flies but it doesn't inflate, what put you towards
That was the
something else?
Yeah, so that was the beginning of it's. It sounded like it has a lift, or it's. I can't remember the words that were used, but it sounded like it was something about lift, or something like that. I'm not. Yeah, so right now I can't exactly remember what she said. Um,
Okay, no problem. So
did you
would you
hear
like
that,
to,
or is am I?
would you like to see the text, the written
Yes,
text? Okay, let's go.
yes.
Let's do this. Oh, sorry guys. It's Ildar here. Okay, perfect. um so this is the text. Let me know if you need me to enhance it. Like, I can make it a little bit bigger.
All right. So I think it says that it's brandbar, which means that it's you can ignite it. Um,
Brandbab. That's what it means.
yeah,
How would
brandbar.
you say that
So in Danish,
in Danish?
brandbar.
It's the same word, just the same word.
Yes. So that's just judging from my Danish. I'm reading that it's you can ignite it, or you can turn it on or fire
Uh
it.
huh.
And then sie kunnen uitpluffen in licht geben. And that sounds like it's something that can give light. And ontpluffen, I don't know about that. That, that doesn't
Okay.
really make any sense to me. But lichtgeben, that sounds like it can be a light giver.
I see. Like
Uh,
light given. Uh huh. Uh huh. I see. Well,
ja.
okay. We're
Het
so.
kan verschillende formen haben. So it can have forskellige former. Solstern, bollen, or fontaine. So it sounds like a star, a ball, or a fountain. Fontaine.
So it takes
Uh,
kind of like different shapes, kind of thing.
yes,
Hmm.
yes. And if you think about like fireworks, they do come up and can be like a ball that comes out or a star. So
True.
I'm thinking still
True.
fireworks. That kind of makes sense to me.
Fireworks. Okay, so I'm gonna show you the like the audio of the answer, right? So you can
Yes.
tell me if it resembles, sounds familiar or not.
Dit is vuurwerk.
Ja,
Even I got that.
yes. Det är fyrverkeri.
How do you say that in Danish?
Fyrverkeri.
Fyrværkeri.
Yeah,
Wow, that's hard.
your Danish is very good.
I bet it is. I bet it is. But yeah, well, so it's kind of similar. Like, let's listen to that once again.
Dit is vuurwerk.
Vuurwerk. It sounds like English speaking a little bit oddly, but
Yeah,
your
fireworks.
word, it sounds longer in Danish. How is it again?
Yeah, fyrværkeri.
So what is this last part? Because I
I
can
don't.
the firework, and then that you have the ri extra there.
Yes, that's a good question. Actually, I don't know exactly what it is. We put it at the endings of some words,
Mhm.
like flyveri. It's about something that you do. Svømmeri. I'm not actually sure what that is. Kind of a construct in Danish. We do it sometimes. It's about when you do something. I think it's about
Mhm.
an event. Because you could say fyrværk also in Danish. and I think most
Just
Danish
that.
people would understand what it is. Yes, and but everybody just says fyrværkeri.
Uh-huh. And in
So
case anyone is wondering how you write it down in Dutch, this is how you do it. And um, what about Danish? Okay,
I
it's
wrote.
very different. Let me show you guys how it's written in Danish, and you guys be the judges if it's very different or not. Perhaps I'm the
Oh, I spelled it wrong in the next. But dr instead of dit is, it's dr.
DER. Is that it?
DITER.
Okay. So this is the same word in Danish. Dit word.
Yeah, it was supposed to be fyrværkeri. After the V,
I
it's
see,
an
I
A.
see.
Like,
Oh, no worries,
yes,
no worries.
I spelled
I'll
it wrong.
correct that real
I
quick.
typed it wrong.
No worries.
I hit
So
the L instead of the A key.
this is the right wording.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So thank you very much, Magnus. And you did great. You were able to actually guess that. I was
I
I
think
was a little bit skeptical.
I think I'm getting good at Dutch. It's simply that I've done this too much now.
Yeah, but also come on, like if you guys see these word written down, the way it is written in Dutch, same altogether the same way, like the way it is written in Danish, it's quite different the way you pronounce it. So just alone, with that alone, I wouldn't be able to guess probably, but when you hear it, it's actually familiar, right?
Yeah, it almost sounds like fireworks, right?
hmm What about the
In
text
English.
for you, like in Dutch, like the text, the way it's written, the way it's presented, you can actually see familiar things there as a
Yes.
Danish?
Yes, a lot. Like I know that they shift the V into F in
Mm.
Dutch, and then the W is normally like what we consider to be V in Danish.
hmm
So furværk
Uh-huh.
seems easy to understand.
Okay, interesting. Thank you very much, Magnus. It's been a great pleasure having you here today. I
Yes,
hope we
thank
can,
you.
yes, I hope we can collaborate even more in the future.
Sure.
Thank you very much. Bye bye. So, guys, we're moving towards the end of the transmission. We're going to have one more challenge today. Um, I'm thinking of, let's see what we can do today. Perhaps Romance language now, towards the end. We covered Germanic, we covered Slavic. By the way, if you're tuning in right now, you don't know what's going on here, I'll let you know what's going on here. We are the Ecolinguist channel. We are a channel where we cherish and appreciate language, different language, all sorts of language, any kind of language, really. And we are a channel where we create challenges for mutual intelligibility. Got you. I got that now. So, yeah. So basically, what does that mean is we take your mother tongue, your language, and we make a challenge against a different language, but from the same family. So to test how much can you understand from these different language. Okay. Sometimes I feel like when when I explain this, it makes it even more confusing. Yeah, Romanian just to get stomped, huh? Oh yeah, Romania. It's quite hard, even though it has also Romance root. Freya said that the best pronunciation for firework in like vuurwerk. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, all the Dutch people. Okay, is the Danish pronunciation. It's kind of the same thing, right? Like when you say the Brazilian Portuguese is the best Portuguese, saying the Danish is the best Germanic language. It's kind of the same vibe, isn't it? Great. Okay, so let's see what we can do here today. Um, so perhaps we can, like, I have Riley here calling. Perhaps we can take her into the show, see what happens. Let me just adjust one thing here. But while we don't do that, Icelandic and Norse challenges. Yes, good comment, Freya. I think Icelandic and Norse challenges would be interesting as well. Hopefully, hopefully you can call me in the future and we can do an Icelandic challenge with you, perhaps. Okay, perfect. So perhaps we could take a different guest today. So Riley, I'm gonna take you in a moment. In a moment. In order to participate on a challenge with us today. Uh-huh. Okay, perfect. So guys, if you're tuning in, we are the Ecolinguist channel, and we make language challenges against each other. And today we are going towards the end. Wayne said, I'd love to go against Riley. I mean, help her practice Portuguese, right? Yeah, Wayne. I see what you're doing there. Like, go against, like, wage war against people that are learning a language, huh? I don't think that's the best approach, but okay. Riley, if you could just move your laptop towards your right, just a little bit. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's good. That's perfect. Okay, perfect. So now I can... Oh, by the way, if you could move away from the or move the camera away a little bit as well, so you're not too in the front of the... Yeah. Okay, perfect. This is good. This is good. Okay, guys, let's go. Riley, welcome
What
to the
my
show.
fucking
Calm down, girl. Settle down. Welcome to the show. You're live.
oi 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 oi.
Oi, tudo bem?
See?
Great. So, Riley, tell us a little bit about yourself. Perhaps we have new people here. So
Okay.
it's good, always good to present ourselves and tell us, to let people know what languages do you speak, what languages are you learning.
So hi, hola.
Mhm.
I I'm Riley, and my native language is Korean, and I speak. Uh, so I'm from Korea, but I've spent most of my life in Canada. So English is also kind of my native language. It's actually much better than my Korean. Um, and
Mhm.
I'm learning Dutch, Norwegian, and for the very unfortunate Brazilians here, European Portuguese.
Oh, Riley, oh, Riley. You had two options and you chose the worst. Oh, Riley.
Desculpe.
No, it's all right. It's all right. I'm kidding, guys. You know, I'm just kidding. But yeah, learning, like, how is it? How is it going for you learning Portuguese? I reckon it's a little bit of a
Uh,
challenge.
s- I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm enjoying it a lot. It's a very slow progress for me, but I'm enjoying it a lot. I love learning more about Portugal every day and listening to Fado and things like that. The thing is,
Mhm.
in all honesty, like I really could have picked Brazilian Portuguese because like a lot of the like I find when I first started with European Portuguese, I found it really hard to like wrap my head around all these crazy vowel banquets and stuff like that, or as people like to call it, vowel banquets. But I'm getting used to them now, and yeah,
Mhm.
I'm really starting to like enjoy the vowel reductions too, just eating all the vowels.
Yeah, yeah. Every language has its perks with vowels towards vowels, I guess.
Yeah.
hmm Okay, Riley. Well, that's great. That's great. I'm glad. Portuguese can be challenging sometimes. It's a very, I don't know, unique language. So I understand especially when you're coming from a Germanic background, right? English, Dutch.
Yeah.
hmm
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the way of seeing things can be a little bit different, like the way of processing things in different language.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're ready for a challenge.
I am.
Okay, so
I'm
perhaps
I'm
we
ready
could.
to be I'm
So
ready to be
perhaps we.
tortured.
No, not torture. That come on, you've been done great. You've done great last week, for example.
Yeah.
You've done great.
Yeah.
Okay, so perhaps we could uh, bring Wayne as well,
Great.
uh, so he can have like a little bit of a challenge. Like since he was all about going against, right? Oh my god.
He actually posted in an earlier chat message, Brazilians stand against Riley.
Oh my god, an entire nation together against one Korean Canadian girl. Oh my god, that would be. Anyways, so Riley, even though you're learning European Portuguese, do you think like when you took last week the Brazilian Portuguese challenge, what do you think about like it was too hard, was too easy, was
Uh,
okay?
I think it was okay considering that I can still understand what he's saying to me. I like these kinds of challenges because it gives me an opportunity to kind of like improve and strengthen my Portuguese. And then, sometimes when I watch the streams later, it kind of gives me these moments. I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I missed this word when I was actually doing the challenge.
Yeah, yeah, it happens. Like when you're on the
Yeah.
spot, I-
Hmm.
it you kind of like go through your fingers, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so
I enjoy these.
hmm so I'm gonna in a moment, I'm gonna bring in Wayne so we can have a challenge. Okay, perfect. And perhaps we could. In just a moment, Wayne is doing a funny pose on the green room, so I know. But okay, perfect. So okay, perfect. So Wayne, welcome to the transmission.
Ouviram do Ipiranga as margens plácidas de um povo herói com
Oh, mano.
I just had to remind Riley who she was up against.
Okay. Okay. Well, welcome, Wayne. How are you, my
Yes.
friend?
I'm good. You guys can hear me, right?
Oh yeah, we can hear
Okay,
you.
good. Yes. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. You know. I mean, Brazil. I'm pretty sure you know this because maybe in São Paulo it's also like this, but it's very hot here, so that's why the sleeveless
Yeah,
shirt.
it's a bit warm here.
Yeah.
True.
The fan is turned on right now behind me right now because otherwise I'll be cooking in this room.
Okay. So Wayne, tell us a little bit about yourself and about what languages do you know, do you speak, and what languages are you studying currently?
Right. So I'm obviously from Brazil, so I speak Portuguese. It's my native language. It's English, of course. French, I would say it's the second Romance language I'm most familiar with. I can get by with Spanish. I can get by with Italian. I know Latin, of course. I do also know. I'm also now focusing on Old English, and also because of a story I'm writing, I've been doing some brushing up on my ancient Greek and also Croatian. But that's because of the story. So this seems random, but I promise it's not.
Okay, no problem. So, okay, you speak quite you have also same as Riley, like quite a few things going on right now, which is interesting. So Wayne, do you have a Portuguese challenge for Riley? If you don't, like, I can
No,
provide
yes,
one.
I do have one. Yeah.
Okay, so can you please, before we begin, send me the text
All right.
for this challenge so I can
Right.
use it later.
Grab it
We're
here.
getting pros, guys. We're getting pro. Like, I'm getting the hang of this, hopefully.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
so
So yeah, I'm gonna send it on the guest chat here.
okay, perfect.
And by I think now. Okay, yeah, no, the formatting is still shit, but don't worry. Okay, the formatting is still bad. But okay, this is the text. Yes.
So, okay, I'll tell you what we're gonna do.
All right.
I'm gonna simplify this a little bit because you're using few words here that are
All right.
very, like, even I couldn't guess this.
Oh. Let's see.
Just for the sake of the
All right. Right.
how do you say that, like, to make it more dynamic, to make it faster, because right. So
Yeah, when I write Portuguese, there's definitely a discrepancy in the way that I do it more like literary, you know. Yeah, that's the thing.
So obviously you would. I'm sending this to you on the chat.
Right.
Obviously, you would probably not say the first word because that's
Of course. Yeah,
you're
right.
aiming, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna allow you to go to the challenge right now. You can tell Riley the challenge, and then later on I will present the text here on the screen.
Yeah.
Go right ahead.
All right. O que é? É um espírito de uma pessoa que morreu, podendo ser bom ou mal. Esse espírito costuma assombrar lugares antigos, como casas abandonadas, e é bem presente em histórias de terror. Algumas pessoas se dizem ser caçadores desses espíritos. Sua aparência genérica é a de uma figura branca, parecida com uma toalha de mesa, que você vê, por exemplo, no Halloween.
Que uma pessoa o quê?
Não é uma pessoa viva, é uma pessoa morta. É um espírito de uma pessoa que já morreu. Não está mais em vida e pode ser bom ou mal. E esse espírito é uma palavra genérica, é um espírito bem presente em histórias de terror, claro, porque algumas pessoas têm medo desses espíritos. E a aparência desse espírito, a aparência mais genérica desse espírito, é de uma figura branca que parece uma toalha de mesa. Basicamente uma toalha com 2 furos para olhos e...
É uma pessoa de morta e
Sim,
branca?
é uma pessoa morta, e como essa pessoa agora está morta, ela não é mais uma pessoa, digamos, ela é um espírito. E esse espírito costuma ser branco, transparente, mas é uma palavra genérica. É um tipo de espírito, mas é genérico. É que é um espírito de uma pessoa morta.
Okay, so perhaps what we could do is to Wayne, can you tell the word itself
Okay.
and see if it sounds familiar to Riley, and perhaps she can guess through that. Let's see.
Okay. É um fantasma.
Okay. Can you say that again? Because right when you said it, there was a big noise.
Oh,
So
right.
can you say it?
Right. Yeah, there's some motorcycle coming. Okay, I will say in just a moment. Yeah, unfortunately. Okay. Riley, a palavra que eu estou procurando, que eu quero que você me diga, é um fantasma.
Like a phantom or ghost or something?
All
Ghost,
right. Congratulations, Riley. Yes. That's right. Congratulations. Yeah, so phantasma, right? So let me put here on the screen so you guys can also see what we are talking about. Like the chat can see. What we are talking about. This one I don't need to check anywhere. I can just write it down because the benefits of speaking the language. It's amazing. Okay, so é um fantasma. It's a ghost or a phantom. Some people here in the chat also guessed it, even though apparently like in very different languages such as Gespenst, Claudio. Well, in which language is that? Geist or Gespenst?
I'm guessing it's gonna be German.
Yeah, I think so too. Also, someone said Spukelse,
I
which is
think this is
interesting.
Norwegian.
Mm-hmm,
It's a Nordic language.
Which is
what is it, Riley?
interesting. Yeah. Riley,
In Korean, it's Kishin.
Kishin.
Oh, in Latin, it's a very interesting word because it's this word that doesn't seem obvious that it's this word, but it's this word in Latin.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So
what word is that?
I'll
say it in a moment. Let me just show to the chat What word is it?
Yeah.
Uh, so the chat can also, you know, feel the feel aghast, if you allow me to make the
Yes.
pun.
Yeah.
So the word in Latin is larva.
Larva, yeah, how I would say it. And the reason, okay, so obviously this is the original meaning of the word. The modern meaning that we have came later. And why is that? It's because, well, larva was just a spirit, a demon, a ghost in Latin, but they were like transparent. And tadpoles, or like larvae of animals, they are usually transparent. They have a clear body. And so because of that, scientists call these larvae because they look like spirits instead of animals, you know? So that's what the larva.
I mean, makes total sense.
Mm-hmm.
Makes total sense to, you know, scientists calling
Uh-huh.
something a spirit, right?
Uh-huh.
Makes total sense to me.
Larva.
But Riley, uh, how would you say that word in any other language that you speak, like Dutch, for example, or any other language?
Um, I I don't. Oh man, I don't remember in any other language off the top of my head.
No, no
Um,
worries, no worries. But
I
in
think
Korean, like you said, it's the word once again, please.
ki um uh kishin.
Kishin.
Kishin. And these words specifically from the Korean language, does it has like a meaning behind it? Like for example, larva,
I
that there
think
was a logic behind it.
uh I don't know Korean well enough to like know the etymology, but I think the second part of the word does have something to do with a being.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah, it sounds to me like Sino-Korean, is in like it's a word that Korean took from Chinese, and I'm guessing in Chinese it means something like spirit because Shin, I know that Shin in like Japanese, this word is borrowed from Chinese, meaning like a god or a spirit. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
guessing it's
Mm-hmm.
that. Jishin.
Yeah. In Japanese, one oh, by the way, guys, if you're interested, I studied a little bit of Japanese when I was a kid. I forgot to mention this in the beginning of the
Yeah.
live. But in Japanese, there are different uh, ways of saying this word. Like
Yeah.
you could say it like if it was a monster, or if it was a ethereal being, or a
Yeah.
spirit, or a god kind of thing, godlike
Yeah.
creature. So there are
Yeah.
very different words
Yeah.
for this in Japanese.
Also because
oh
the
yeah,
Shin. Oh, sorry. Yes, Ryan.
in Korean, like the word kishin can mean like other um like Halloween stuff as well. Like it could mean like it generally refers to like ghosts, but it could mean like monsters or
Mm-hmm.
um like we do have, well, it doesn't like account for um like everything that you would like encounter in Halloween, because like for example like witch has a separate word in Korean. Like a witch in Korean is manyo.
Yeah.
Manual, like the ones you
Manyo.
read.
Manyo. Manyo.
Manyo.
Manyo.
Ah, manyo.
Manyo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's also because at least with Japanese, like I don't know how it is in Korean like folklore, but the Japanese folklore kind of things, like their spirits are very much different from the way that we think of them in the West, and so their
Mm-hmm.
words are like oni is not exactly what like a demon is to the West, or like a
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
bakemono or like a
Mm-hmm.
yokai. A yokai is very broad term. Um,
Yes,
so
yes.
yeah,
You could also say it, you could in Japanese specifically. You could also spook or G's in Afrikaans. Oh, I love
uh,
Afrikaans. I freaking love it.
spook,
Someone said it in the comments. I
spook.
love Afrikaans because the way they express things are very
Yeah.
interesting.
Uh-huh. Well,
So you could also call it in Japanese yurei. Yurei.
Yurei, yeah.
Yeah, but yurei it's more like being, like a
Uh huh.
creature kind of
Yeah.
thing, you know? It's
Yeah, the
very
U.
broad.
The U is the part that is in the anime Yu Yu Hakusho, which is the poltergeist book, literally.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
So, oh, by the way, Leo said that sounds like archaic Dutch, like Afrikaans sounds a little bit like Dutch because it has its roots in Dutch,
yeah,
right?
in like Dutch from like the 16th, 17th century.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
All right, guys, thank you very, very much for
mhm.
participating. It was a great challenge. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Um,
Yeah.
so, see you guys next time,
Yes.
hopefully,
All right.
right? We're gonna finish the live right now. Like we're gonna soon finish the live. Uh, I'll just hang around a little bit more, check out the comments, see what you guys are talking about, what are you guys doing out here, and also I have an announcement to make. Uh, well, everyone, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for participating. And if you didn't participate this time, no problem. We are always open to participation. Every week, me or Norbert are here on the show, hosting and willing to take you guys to, perform on challenges and make great things happen on the show. Uh, next week, upcoming next week, uh, we're probably gonna have Norbert presenting the show. So this is how we're gonna run the third season of Ecolinguist show. It's gonna be 1 week Norbert, 1 week me. Specifically, these 2 episodes were just me because of an agenda. Like we wanted to make it even for us, make it work. So that's the reason I appeared 2 times in a row. But the ideal and the plan is to uh, present 1 week Norbert, 1 week me, perhaps doing few new stuff, bring new stuff to the show. And if you're new here, welcome. And if you've never participated into the show, and if you have interest in participate, you can always call. There's a link on the description box that you can use. It's very simple to use, very intuitive. You just click there and you join us here. Uh, you could also, like I said before, go to ecolinguist.com and present challenges there through the Ecolinguist Live, this big red telephone. You can submit your challenge here. Okay. By the way, the challenges can be in any language and it can be presented here on the show or used on our videos. Okay. So, guys, thank you immensely for participating. It was great having you. Yeah. So, hopefully, thank you guys. Thank you. You guys are the very best. So, see you guys in 2 weeks. Is that right? In 15 days. I'll see you guys around next week. You're going to be hosted by Norbert if everything goes accordingly to the plan. So, ciao, ciao. Até mais. See you around.